Hey team, I want to take just a couple seconds and address the elephant in the room, or give energy to something we're not supposed to give energy to, or let's just call it what it is, talk about the taboo. And that is people who are leaving, your friends. And I want to help you see, I want to help remove the scales from your eyes so that you can see what's happening in the real version of how it's actually happening. So the challenge is, in this wonderful blessing and cursed business that we have, our friends will inevitably, some, decide that it's time for them to move on. Okay? And I think for most of us, when that happens in our circle of influence, when these people are close to us, we want to be supportive yet distant. And what I mean by that is, I certainly applaud and want anyone to do well who needs to take care of their family. I support that. And I especially support friends of mine or my circle of influence who want or feel as though they need to make a change in their life. I support that. What I don't support, however, is unethical, deceitful, and just downright terrible behavior. And let me tell you, in 7.5 years, 7.5 years, I've never seen, and I'm not saying it hasn't happened, I'm saying I've never seen one individual who felt led to leave this company, who didn't turn right around and recruit from the people that they were most friendly with. And let me tell you why that happens. It's very, very simple. There's two reasons, and they are very consistent. The first reason is, when people leave for those greener pastures, what they find is their influence is not exactly as big as they thought it was. Oh, I'm going to leave and all these people are going to come along with me. Sorry, not everyone feels the same way you feel. Or two, I get over to those greener pastures and I realize, you know what? I wasn't really working where I was. I had exhausted the resources, so I thought, where I was. I had done everything I could do where I was. And so the answer must be, I need something new. And then they get to something new, and you know what they find? Those exhausted resources are still exhausted. So what then do they have to do? They have to turn around and go back and recruit from the same people that they just left. That's the only option they have, because all their other resources are exhausted, and so they turn around and recruit from their friends. Because they made a decision, can't go back on that decision, what are they left with? They have to fend for themselves. So let's just be clear, as this moves forward, and we don't talk about what's really happening. When people are going to leave, when friends are going to leave, and that's just going to happen. That's the nature of the business. Don't be deceived and fooled into believing that it's all just goodwill and that they certainly wouldn't recruit from my downline. No, we've been friends for 3 years now, 5 years now. They'd never do that to me. Friends, they will have no choice, and history will again repeat itself. That is experience speaking. And that is what will happen. Guard your hearts, guard yourselves, protect your family, and stand up for your business.